I'm at the Rockville, Maryland offices of Washington Real Estate Investment Trust, which is celebrating its 50th year. I'm joined by Skip McKenzie, President and CEO. So Skip, what's the secret to REIT's longevity?
Well, the secret to our longevity has been the diversified platform that we operate in and being in the Washington, D.C. region. And it's been consistently, year in and year out, the most solid real estate market in the country. And it's the presence of the federal government and really the growth of other sectors as well in this region that's really provided the bulwark and stability that has been the real secret weapon to the performance of this company over a long period of time.
So how does that geographic focus help the company?
We believe real estate's a local business. And we think it's proven that over a period of time, where you need troops with boots on the deck in the region. And we, all of our staff and officers and everybody at REIT lives, eats, and breathes this region. It allows us to respond to problems. It allows us to seek out investment opportunities. It allows us to respond to needs and meet with brokers and tenants on a moment's notice.
And how do you see the various property types that you invest in performing this year?
In our office markets, which is our largest sector, you know, it's a story of inside the Beltway and outside the Beltway. If you're inside the Beltway, they're strong markets, whether it's Washington, D.C. or the inside the suburban areas such as Arlington and Alexandria. If it's outside the Beltway, quite frankly, there's been better times. It's somewhat soft as you go outside the Beltway. And the other sectors we operate provides perhaps a little more strength. If you look at our multifamily portfolio, it's very strong with mid-90% occupancy, and all the indications it's going to be strong going forward because there's been little new construction recently, and we have job growth in our region. The other sectors are strong. Our medical office building portfolio is very strong, again, with mid-90% occupancies. We're seeing rental rate growth in those areas. The weak sisters in our portfolio right now perhaps are, not surprisingly, the retail and industrial portfolios.
Is REIT actively seeking acquisitions now? And does your geographic focus make it more difficult to find a deal?
Yes and yes. We are actively in sort of the acquisition mode right now. We're looking for properties right now. And it is a big impact on us right now. I mean, D.C. is the #1 region in perhaps the world for investment today. So when a property gets put on the market, competition is fierce to buy that asset. And this reflects back on my original comment. You have to sort of have troops with boots on the deck in this market to not only respond to those markets that are actively, or properties that are actively marketed, but you have to be able to sort of go in the belly of the sort of the property markets and find off-market acquisitions and other things. And we do have sort of irons in the fire on those, and I would expect that we'll be certainly successful this year in acquisitions, but it is a challenging market to find product today.
What about your development activity?
Development pro formas are challenged right now. I mean, we completed 3 developments in 2009. We had 2 multifamily projects that we leased to 95%, as well as an office building out in the Dulles Toll Road. So our development pipeline has pretty much been filled and leased to a large degree at this point. Throughout the region, it's very difficult to make a development pro forma work, almost irrespective of where you are. Perhaps you could make it work in the medical office building arena, but for REIT right now, while we're always looking at opportunities and we never say never, that's not something that we have shovels in the ground, or do I anticipate any perhaps in the near future, because it's just, again, the pro formas for that type of activity is very challenged in this environment.
Thank you very much, Skip. For REIT.com, I'm Matt Bishar.